Representative Eskamani, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Okay. This might just be my favorite amendment, members, not just because it's mine. But what it does is returns the campaign finance reporting to be monthly versus the changes where it shakes things up and allows for some of the reporting to be quarterly. The reason why I filed this amendment is that I'm a big fan of transparency, and I do think our current campaign finance laws do just that. They allow for the public to see who gives to us. You know, we have that filing the 10th day of the following month. It's not something that's too burdensome. We do it today. There are fines and fees if you're late or doing it incorrectly, so we have some good accountability there. I just don't think it's a system that needs to change, and the only people who benefit from changing it are politicians. And I think it's better to keep it accessible to the public, and that's why I want to restore it back to monthly reporting. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Having explained her amendment, are there any questions? Any questions of the sponsor? Seeing no questions, any amendments to the amendment?
None in the desk,
Are there any
Mr. Speaker.
substitute amendments?
None in the desk, Mr. Speaker.
Open for debate. We're open for debate. Representative Skidmore, in debate, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Rep. Eskamani, for this amendment. You know, my daughter and I have a motto: there's no minute like the last minute, and that's how we get things done sometimes. And so, you know, 1 month worth of contributions is a lot easier to manage than 3 months worth of contributions and expenses. So I appreciate the amendment. I think it keeps us on track. It gets the job done. It gives that transparency to our voters and our constituents. And so I appreciate the amendment, and I'll be voting up. Thank you.
Speaking of the last minute, are there any more debate in the last minute? Seeing none, Representative Eskamani for the last 49 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to remind folks that, you know, there's always that rush to the session deadline for fundraising. And so when we post our numbers, for example, this upcoming session starts in January, the public will see our data, you know, February 10th, right? With this bill, they're not going to see our data until the quarter is over, session's basically done by then. That is not transparent for the public, especially when we have the influence of special interests in this process. Folks deserve access to the information to see what might be influencing the bills in front of us. And so I encourage folks to vote up on this good, transparent amendment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Eskamani, having closed on her amendment, barcode 571. All those in favor say yay. Yay! All those opposed say no. No. By your vote, should the amendment fail.